to another collection video, and this time it's going to be for the Nintendo Wii. And this is a system I got really late in its life cycle, and actually have a funny story behind picking up the Nintendo Wii. Mainly because I wasn't even planning on getting it. I guess it was back in 2012 during Black Friday. They had a whole bunch of Skyward Sword collector's editions at Walmart. And this is in the US, obviously. So, I'm looking at them. I'm picking out a bunch of games I want to buy anyways. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm not going to buy a Nintendo Wii. What good is it, the Skyward Sword with the nunchuck, or not nunchuck, the Wiimote going to do for me? And I ended up leaving it there. So, we go to bed, and the next day we wake up, and we go to do a little bit more shopping. We go to Target. And I pull into the parking lot and get out of the car. And for some reason, my girlfriend's taking a while to get out. And I walk over to open the door for her, and I happen to look down. And I find, nowhere to lie, two $100 bills laying on the ground. So I pick it up thinking it's, maybe she dropped some money. And I asked her, did you drop some money? She said, no. And I said, okay, well, here, take one, and I keep one. And later on that day, we went to Myers, which is it's similar to a Superstore in Canada. And I spent my $100 on a Wii, because that's what they were selling for. So $100, you buy yourself a Wii. And that's where that came about. So I basically got the Wii for free. I will say, though, that I definitely regret not picking up that Skyward Sword Collector's Edition. One of those things where you're kicking yourself later. But okay, let's get into it. Very first game here is Arcade Hit Pack, and this includes Gunblade New York and LA Machine Gun. Next up is Battalion Wars 2, Broken Sword, Brothers in Arms Double Time, and this is basically it brings together Brothers in Arms Road to Hell 30 and Brothers in Arms Bound in Blood. So if you have this on the PS2 or Xbox or PC, it's the exact same game. Castle of Shimigami 3, Castlevania Judgment, Centipede Infestation, Cursed Mountain, Dawn of Discovery, Dead Space Extraction, D-Blob, and D-Blob 2, Donkey Kong Country Returns, Dragon Quest Swords, Elebits, Excitebots, Trick Racing, Final Fantasy, the Crystal Bearers, Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn, and I actually think this one is going to be worth a lot more than Xenoblade in the future, just because they re-released Xenoblade, and they've yet to re-release this one, and this one's in pretty high demand as well. Fortune Street. This is it's kind of like Monopoly, I would say, mixed with Mario Brothers. Ghost Squad. This is another light gun game, and it's really affordable. It's basically a kind of like a port of the arcade Ghost Squad, exactly the same. It's very short. It's pretty easy actually to beat too, but definitely worth a playthrough. GoldenEye 007, and this is the limited edition that comes with the gold Wiimote or Wii controller. I didn't pay $50 for this. I got this on clearance at Best Buy, and I got it for $10. Ivy the Kiwi. This is kind of like a platformer. Kirby's Epic Yarn. Klonoa. Little King's Story. Lost in Shadow. Mad World. It's a pretty decent game. It's kind of like a beat 'em up, black and white, and really the only color is red when there's blood. Unfortunately, the sequel sucks. Mario Strikers Charged, Mario Super Sluggers. Is Medal of Honor Heroes 2, and this is basically a port of Medal of Honor Heroes 2 on the PSP with Wii controls. I haven't played the Wii version, but the PSP version is really good. Metroid Other M, Metroid Prime 3 Corruption, Metroid Prime Trilogy, and this is the Steelbook version, and there's no dents in the Steelbook, there's no rust on it, it's in mint condition, has everything that's in it, discs in flawless shape, the only thing that's missing is the damn slip sleeve. I bought this at GameStop, and unfortunately they didn't have the slip sleeve for it, so wasn't able to get it 100% complete, but maybe one day someone will want to trade for it, or I'll find it somewhere. Probably unlikely, but I'm happy to have it in my collection regardless. GameStop re-released this, and unfortunately when they re-released it, they just put it in kind of like a regular white case, and they left out all the bonus content, and I don't know. It brought down the value of the game itself, but the actual Steelbook version or first release version is still holding pretty high. Next up is Monster Hunter 3 Try, and this is kind of one I regret buying. Not that it's a bad game, but I picked it up for 25 bucks, and then I left the store, and I went to a GameStop and saw it for 18, and now it's even less. You can find it for like under 10 bucks. So, anyways, next up is Muramasa, the Demon Blade, and next is New Super Mario Bros. Wii. This is I love these side-scrolling Mario games. I guess it's the old Nintendo gamer in me, where I was actually the generation that played Super Mario Brothers and Mario 2 and Mario 3, and really just fell in love with those games. And this reminds me so much of those games. So I'm glad to have this one. Anyways, let me load up the table and continue on. Next up is Knight's Journey of Dreams, Punch-Out, Brad Steel 2, Resident Evil The Dark Side Chronicles, and Resident Evil The Umbrella Chronicles. And these two games here are actually light gun shooters, so it's not a typical third-person Resident Evil game. Ruin Factory Tides of Destiny, Sakura Wars So Long My Love, Sin and Punishment Star Successor. I picked this up at GameStop probably about a year ago, and even to this day Walmart has this game priced at $79.99. 1 year ago I picked this up from GameStop, or EB Games in Canada, and got it brand new for $1 when they were clearing them out. So go figure. Sonic Colors is next, followed by Sonic Riders Zero Gravity, Spectrobe's Origins, Super Mario Galaxy. Absolutely love this game. Really well made 3D Mario game. Next up is Super Mario Galaxy 2. I've yet to play through this, but it's definitely on my short list of games I want to play, and I want to get to it really soon. I just have to, a few other games I have to beat first. Super Paper Mario, Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and funny story behind this one is I played through the single player campaign, and when I started it I was thinking to myself, okay, it'll take me maybe an hour, 2 hours, 3 tops, and no, it took me just over 12 hours to beat the single player campaign, but definitely enjoyed playing through the single player campaign. The story is pretty interesting, nothing spectacular, nothing to write home about, but good enough to get you through the game. Next up is Trauma Center New Blood, Trauma Center Second Opinion, Tales of Symphonia Dawn of the New World, Skyward Sword, or Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. This is, like I said, the one kind of game I do regret not getting the collector's edition for. This one does have the 25th anniversary CD though. Next up is Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, Tatsunoko vs. Capcom, The Conduit, House of the Dead 2 and 3 Return, and this is another light gun game. The Wii does light gun games really well, and pretty much every single one you can find on the Wii, pick it up because they're a lot of fun. Wario Land Shake It. Not too many people talk about this game, but this game is definitely worth picking up. It's a standard Warrior game, but I don't know. I couldn't put it down. I played through the entire thing, and it does use the Wii remote in you shake it and collect all these coins and all that. But it's a really solid not first person shooter. It's a solid platformer. Next up is Wii Fit Plus, Wii Sports, which I'm kind of looking for, get it in a case. Wii Sports Resort, Xenoblade, and I will say that this is one of those GameStop reissues, but I really don't mind because I basically got it for free. When they reissued it, I bought 3 of them and sold off 2, and then basically the price I paid for all 3 I made back with selling the 2 locally. And finally, Zack and Wiki Quest for Barbarossa's Treasure. So anyways, that is the Wii collection, and I hope you enjoyed. Until next time, take care.